Gentlelady yields back. Gentleman from New York reserves. Gentleman from Oregon is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield 2.5 minutes to the gentleman from Mississippi, Mr. Palazzo.
Gentleman from Mississippi is recognized for 2.5 minutes, did you say? All right.
Yes. Well, thank you, Representative Bentz, and for the time. And Mr. Speaker, our country is facing a national security crisis, an energy crisis, a border crisis, and an economic crisis. But here we are voting on cannabis legislation. How is this helping our constituents who are paying sky-high prices at the gas pump? How does this strengthen our military and help secure America? How does this address Biden's record-breaking surge of illegal immigrants at our southern border? How does this help us to leave a stronger, safer, more secure America for our children and our children's children? Simple answer, it doesn't. We are here today to vote to get America high. In states with legalized marijuana, there are more marijuana-related emergency room visits and hospitalizations than any other category. Patients in a study using marijuana to treat pain, anxiety, and depression failed to report improved symptoms, and the continued use of marijuana brought risk of addiction known as cannabis abuse disorder. The National Institute on Drug Abuse found that about 30% of marijuana users have some form of use disorder. In Colorado, the Speaker's home state, and the leading state for legalizing marijuana, there was a 25% increase in CUD among 12 to 17-year-olds. These are our children. Allowing children who don't know how to rationalize long-term effects of drugs to use a gateway drug for recreational or medicinal purposes is reckless, negligent, careless, and irresponsible. No, I will not. The MORE Act does not responsibly end federal prohibition of cannabis. The MORE Act does not end the war on drugs. All it does is poison our children and weaken our society. This flawed legislation is not time-sensitive, does not require consideration this week, and should not take priority over the various serious issues our country currently faces. I urge my colleagues to vote against this bill and put our children first, not the dope dealers. I yield back.